In this video, I will show you how to add a BMI calculator to your WordPress website quickly and easily. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. From here, we now have access to all of the widgets that are available with Elfsight, and to add the BMI calculator, what we want to do is just scroll right up to the top, and then inside of widgets right here, we want to click in, and we want to search for the calculator widget. So we can type in calculator and we can see it's going to appear right here. So we just go ahead and click in. And once this opens up, it's going to ask us to select a template. So just come over here to the left-hand side. And from the templates, we want to go into fitness and health calculators right here. And once we open this up, we can see right at the top here, we have the BMI calculator. So we can open this up and then click continue with this template. Now, as this is already a BMI calculator template, we don't need to go in and we don't need to play around with the calculations. These are already done for us. The formula is already written out, but there are still a few changes that we might want to make. So for example, we can go into the weight right here. We could change the label if we want to, like we might want to say, enter your weight. It just depends on your brand and your brand voice. The same as the hint right here, we can go in and edit this, and the same for the height. Now for the calculations, we can click in here, and what we can do is we can go down to the format and we can delete this suffix if you would like, so it just shows the number instead of having the suffix after it. We can also go into the header right here. We can change the title, so we might want to say your BMI calculator. Or we could even say something like calculate your BMI. You get the idea. That's how we can play around with all of that. In the action, with this button right here, we can set this up to go to a different page, or we can set this to open up a form. So we can edit the header, we can edit what the caption says and all of that good stuff. And then we can link what we want this button to take people to. So that might be another of your web pages or something else. And we can also change this over to a lead form right here, and we can set up the form if you would like to do that, or you can set this to no action and just give them a result. So that is the action right there. And then finally for the style, we can go down here. We can choose the layout of this and how this is going to look, as well as the colors of the calculator. Once we have got that set up and your calculator now looks like you would want it to look, all we then have to do is click on publish in this top corner. And Elfsight is then going to take us over to this page where we can now choose a plan. Now, the plan that you go for depends on how many monthly website views you get. So as you can see, we have like 5,000 views, 50,000 views, 150, and so on and so forth. And of course, we also have this free plan for if you have a smaller website or if you just want to test Elfsight out. Once you have selected your plan, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code. And with this code, this is how we are going to embed the calculator onto your website. So all we need to do is click on copy code, and then we can go over to your WordPress website. Of course, open up the page you want to add this to, and then we just want to scroll down to where you want to add this on the website. Once you have found this area, we just click on this plus icon. In this search bar, we just go in and we search for HTML, and then we can grab custom HTML and simply drag it into the website. Then we just click in this box. We paste in the code that we just copied. What I'm actually going to do is just flip these upside down. So this has a little bit more space, but whilst we are in the editor, this is always going to show up as text, but then on the actual website, this will show up as the calculator. So to show you this, we can click on save, and then we can go to view site. And just like this, if we now go ahead and scroll down, you can see we have the BMI calculator added to your WordPress website.